And young people and families, you shouldn't have to subsidize skyrocketing costs if the colleges aren't trying hard enough to keep costs down and provide a high-quality education. So I could not be prouder of what's happening here at Manor. That's why I wanted to come. Last month, students in a digital media class made a YouTube video describing why this school was so special. Some students talked about how they're looking forward to being the first in their family to go to college. Others talked about learning new skills, taking on more responsibility. And one sophomore summed it up nicely when she said, "This school is a lot more than just a school, it's a family. And it's filled with people that are going to care about you and are going to help you." Well, Manor, that's what every school should be. That's what our country should be. Caring for each other, helping each other, being invested in each other's success. You know, we're not just a collection of individuals, we're one American family. And if we follow Manor's example, if we give every child the chance to climb new ladders of opportunity, if we equip every American with the skills and education they need to succeed in the jobs of the future, if we make sure that hard work pays off and responsibility is rewarded, and if we fight to keep America a place where you can make it if you try, then you're not just going to be the ones that prosper, we'll all prosper. And together we'll write the next great chapter in America's history. So thank you very much, everybody. God bless you. God bless America.
President Obama concluding his speech there at Manor New Tech High School, shaking the hands of some of the students that were standing behind him throughout that speech, and gave him a round of applause. President Obama really applauding the efforts there at Manor New Tech High School. It's a school of about 330 students, kind of an untraditional, non-traditional learning environment. It was a school that opened back in 2007, drawing off inspiration from a couple of technology high schools in the California area. A huge focus on the STEM subjects, science, technology, engineering, and math, largely project-based and student-driven. And they do a lot of collaborating with the business community. And President Obama knows that that is key to his economic recovery plan, is bridging that gap between our schools and education and industry, high-tech industry jobs. He says the greatest challenge is to reestablish the middle class, once again making Austin the first stop in his middle class jobs and opportunity tour. He broke it down into three components, saying that he wants to make America a magnet for good jobs. He wants to afford people the opportunity to earn an education, to earn a diploma. Manor New Tech High School has a 99% graduation rate, another reason that he chose the school. You heard him refer to the YouTube video that the students made for him to invite him to their high school. He also said that the middle class needs to be sustainable. He wants to raise the minimum wage. He wants to make higher education more affordable through grants and scholarships. And he is encouraging Congress to act, and he is trying to get constituents to appeal to their congressperson and have it trickle up to Washington. He also mentioned the business that is booming here in the Austin area. Chose Austin because it's a great place for innovation and education. He mentioned Apple expanding its operations here in Austin. Visa, General Motors has a new innovation center in the area, and mentioned that the tech sector drives about a fourth of the Austin economy right now. From Manor, he will drive to downtown, and he will meet with the Capital Factory, some tech industry leaders and some entrepreneurs from some startup businesses there at the Capital Factory at the Omni Hotel downtown. There are some road closures there. We have already seen one major road closure on I-35. It is a parking lot right now on the southbound lanes just north of the intersection there at 290. and we can only assume that that is where the motorcade will head. We have our traffic reporter, Amanda Dugan, here in studio with us today to talk more about the traffic situation out there. Amanda?
Yeah, right now it is just a mess on I-35 for sure. On southbound I-35, you can see our tech stock camera here on the left-hand side of your screen. This camera sits at I-35 near Blackson Avenue. And as of right now, the service road and the main lanes, southbound lanes of I-35 are at a complete standstill. I highly suggest just avoiding I-35. Get over to 183, though those delays are building there as well. As you heard Brian say, we can assume that this is due to the motorcade as the president will head downtown post-speech here in Manor over to the Omni Hotel. That overpass you're seeing here on the tech stock camera is actually the St. John's overpass. Now, I've been keeping a close watch on this camera, and I've actually seen vehicles trying to cut over, cut through, anything to get out of the traffic. I've been reading several tweets. One person tweeted that it took them 25 minutes to get from Breaker down to the 183 exit on I-35, which if you've traveled this, you know it's only just a few minutes right down the road. But as of right now, just traffic at a standstill on southbound I-35 just south of 183. There are about, I believe I counted 6 or 7 emergency units with the lights flashing, everything right under the overpass, and they just have it completely shut down again on I-35. Now, we're also hearing that westbound 290 approaching SH 130 is also backed up. So if you are coming out of Elgin trying to make your way over to Manor, keep in mind that's going to be at a standstill as well. Just avoid that for now. If you have a destination you're getting to, I suggest giving them a call. Tell them you're going to be a little bit behind schedule this morning, as you know, President of the United States is in town also again. So as you can see, our tech stock camera just showing now. It looks like the service road is moving along, but I can't even imagine again how far it's backed up. If we go to our metro maps, we can actually give you a better idea of where those delays stretch north to this morning. I'm actually walking over to those metro maps now so I can get a better idea of that as well. And if we take a closer look here, it looks like they're stretching up past Breaker Lane this afternoon. Now, if you're traveling northbound, you should have no issue trying to get outbound of the city. Just the real issue here is if you're traveling southbound. Now, as we come across the downtown area here, those northbound lanes of I-35 are starting to get backed up, and that's probably because of that delay just up the road there. As we take it over to Manor now, it looks like those east and westbound lanes of 290 as of now are posting normal speeds. But again, this is closed. 290 westbound near SH 130. Delays just starting to build once again. If you're traveling from Elgin or anything east of Austin, making your way through the Manor area over to SH 130, get ready to hit those brake lights because you're going to be sitting there until that motorcade leaves Manor New Tech High School, makes their way to the downtown area. We're going to get you covered the whole way along. Let's take that tech stock camera shot one more time for you. Again, standstill, I-35 southbound, right at the St. John's overpass. Take a look at this. About 6 or 7 units there, just completely blocking the main lanes of the interstate. Again, we're assuming this is as the motorcade may be making its way to downtown post-speech here. The good news out of all this is that service road is still moving along, but as you can see, still completely backed up this morning. Northbound doesn't seem to be an issue, and that overpass seems to be clear at the moment. We'll definitely keep a close watch on this. We're going to update you on Twitter. We're going to update you when things begin to open up. Again, avoid the area I-35 southbound right near Blackson Avenue, right near 183.
And Amanda, also want to mention there are some road closures in the downtown area. 6th to 9th Street and Trinity to Brazos are blocked off. We expect President Obama to go to the Omni Hotel directly after this. There are no parking along those streets, and also no deliveries during the next few hours of the afternoon as he makes his way to downtown. He will then go to Applied Materials, one of the semiconductor and solar industry leaders, as he mentioned. He will give another speech there to the high-tech industry workers, and we will carry that speech for you live coming up a little bit later on this afternoon. We expect that speech to be about 4:40 this afternoon.